Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima and the co-chairman Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Mr. Bill Gates, the chairman of Dangote Foundation, Aliko Dangote, are currently meeting. I don't know if that meeting has ended, but we'll confirm that now, with state governors at the presidential villa in Abuja. The meeting is part of the Bill Gates Foundation's commitment to work closely with the communities and leaders to support innovations that can accelerate progress and improve lives across Africa. The American billionaire and entrepreneur had met with President Bola Tinubu on Monday as part of the programs to learn from partners helping to address polio, anemia, and other health threats. Also, assist scientists apply research to develop agricultural innovations that will help with food security and climate adaptation. Well, joining me from the Federal Capital Territory, the villa precisely, is my colleague Femi Akonde to give us a brief update of this meeting. Femi Akonde, good afternoon and thank you so much for joining us on Business Nigeria. What more can you tell us about this discussion? Femi, if you can hear me, what more do we need to know? Yes, I can see you now. What more do we need to know about this meeting? I know a lot would have gone down there, talking health, talking technology, talking ways of knowledge transfer and all of that. But take us through what you've heard speaking with some of the participants at that meeting.
Well, Tolu, the meeting is basically to talk about financing healthcare in Nigeria using innovation, technology, like you rightly said. Bill Gates is talking about artificial intelligence, how it can be used to enhance healthcare globally. And this time in particular, he's talking about Nigeria. You recall that he met with a group of young people in Nigeria, innovators, people bringing up technological solutions to healthcare challenges in the country. He's trying to bring the subnationals on board. That is why he had this meeting with the Nigeria Governors Forum, so that the state governors can also key into this idea of improving financing of healthcare in the country. He says basically what we have presently in Nigeria is that the government spends about $10 every year per person, each citizen of the country. The federal government spends about $10 every year. And he says, well, that is really dismal, and it is not good enough, that there should be an improved funding of healthcare, especially primary healthcare, because as it stands, it's the people in the urban areas and big cities that have a better access to healthcare. Those in rural areas where majority of Nigerians live do not have access to basic healthcare. Not all of them can even afford the healthcare services. So, and you know that Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is one of the biggest contributors to financing global healthcare. But here in Nigeria, he's supported by Aliko Dangote through his foundation. And all of these meeting with the Vice President Kashim Shettima would also help the Tinubu administration chart a path for improved healthcare in the country. We know that the budget the country is currently running as we speak was prepared by the former administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. So with all of these meetings, everybody will be looking at President Tinubu to see how he was going to improve the financing of healthcare moving forward, and also ensure that Nigeria also attains the universal health coverage for all its citizens. Tolu.
All right, Femi, interesting talks there. Looking at the caliber of people that have been coming in lately to the presidency. Like I asked you yesterday, there's a lot of work that seems to will be done by the new administration. But moving forward, the president is also in France, and a lot of talk around the finance pact and all of that. So all seems to be so much focus on rebuilding, revamping Nigeria's economy, health sector, technology space, taking advantage of all of this. What more feelers are you also getting from France?
Yes, that meeting is currently ongoing. It started today, the new Global Financing Pact. Of course, it's under the auspices of France in collaboration with India. But we believe that a lot of issues will be discussed at that summit, but the most important will be financing climate action. President Bola Tinubu is saying that the big countries who pollute or who contributes more to the pollution of the climate, of the environment, should take more responsibilities, because the most vulnerable countries, the poor and the smaller countries, are the ones that bear the brunt of natural disasters and the impact of climate change. We have seen massive floodings in some countries that have led to the loss of lives and even destruction of our property, and all other natural disasters caused by the impact of climate change. This impact, they say, it's mostly felt by these poor countries who contribute little or nothing to the global carbon emission. And, you know, what the president is pushing is that there should be more responsibility on the part of these big countries. What France is also saying is that the global financing system as it stands today is no longer sustainable. There needs to be a new financial order that would also create access, give access to the smaller countries, remove all obstacles on the way to getting finances, and also grant debt pardon to some of these small countries who are now heavily indebted and can no longer access finance for developmental purposes. So we believe that what President Bola Tinubu is going there to ensure is that it's a win-win situation, not just for Nigeria, but, you know, Nigeria plays that leadership role in Africa and indeed the sub-region. It would also ensure that everyone is carried along. It makes the smaller countries and Nigeria as well gets a stake in this whole new global financing pact that will be signed at the end of the ongoing meeting in France. Tolu.
Femi Akonde, thank you so much for insights into these two important meetings, one holding at the Aso Villa and also the meeting ongoing in France. Thanks so much for your insight, and do enjoy the rest of your day.